All right. So, a very good evening. And
Yeah.
at the outset, let me thank Gary and Jane for creating this wonderful gift to all of us, that is consciousness. And Vijay, I have to thank you for creating this
Thank you.
platform. And I should tell you something interesting, Vijay. It's exactly 3 years, 2 days since I met you. So you
Yeah,
might
nice.
wonder how I remember exactly to the day. I met you in Cass Thomas body class,
Yes.
and that certificate ceremony popped up in my Facebook memory this morning. That's how I
Yeah, nice.
remember.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad we met, and you created this group which is so contributive and expansive. And you are the major moderator and contributor there, and heartfelt gratitude to you. And thank you for
Yeah.
this session as well. So,
Thank you.
uh, yeah, the topic we were discussing this or that, and then finally affirmations versus access tools is what I got to talk about today. So, before we get started, let me say something about myself. I am Deepa Rani Shekhar. I'm based out of Bangalore. I was a professor of English till 2011, and I ventured into spiritual healing because I had a lot of physical ailments, problems, and everything was a problem at that time. But the spiritual healing, energy healing helped me, and that's where I became passionate. And I quit my job, and now I'm into full-time healing, is what I can say, and majorly access. So, to give you a heads up, uh, there is a talk that the pandemic that we are going through is the first of its kind our generation has seen. Yeah, I know I'm starting off with something that is happening around us and affecting us in so many ways. And we are trying to keep afloat all this and create a different reality. So it is said that the world will remember our lives before Corona and after Corona, is what is said. So on the same lines, I can tell you, I can divide my life very easily into before access and after access. So if I have to again give you how I can say so is before access, 10 years of my life, whatever I have created in terms of money, establishing myself or creating business for myself, creating emotional harmony for myself, ease in my body, everything, 10 years, whatever I have been able to get to a whatever point, within 1 year into access, I was able to create 10 times of that and with ease, no pressure at all. So that is what access has given me, and that's where I'm very passionate and head over heels in love with access. Now, let's get to the topic, affirmations versus access tools. So, what is an affirmation? Would anyone like to answer this for me? What is an affirmation? Would anyone like to answer this for me?
Uh, an affirmation is a positive statement that you keep repeating again and again to implant
Yes,
in your subconscious mind.
yes. Very beautifully said. Thank you. So, your name?
My name is Vilma.
Wilma. Thank you, Wilma.
Yeah, Vilma
Thank you.
is the person who has asked this
Ask
topic.
for this.
Yeah,
So thank you, Wilma, for asking this topic. So,
you're very welcome.
probably it resonated with me because before coming into Access, I worked more on affirmation modules.
Me too,
Uh,
a
oh,
lot.
okay. So that's where it resonated for both of us, I guess. So thanks for that again. So affirmation, like you already said, is an assertion to be manifested in the future, and it is repeatedly said again and again, kind of implanted in the subconscious mind. But it is pretty more commonly known by lay people because the law of attraction has gained more momentum.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it is all over the net, and people can easily go into it. There are a lot of books about it. Access is when you choose consciousness, you come here.
mm,
So law of attraction is more available casually. So it is an affirmation is like a solemn declaration, which is kind of, you can even say, working on validations, if I can say so. So law of attraction, basically, I'm talking about law of attraction before and then taking the tangent off to access tools. So law of attraction basically connects to what we think, what we feel, the emotions that are created, the energies around this, and then what we desire to manifest shapes into our reality, roughly put so. So, law of attraction usually talks about the mind and subconscious mind. However, if we have to look at it as access persons, Gary says we drop the mind and waste it. We drop the mind and waste it. Initially, we're like, oh my God, how can we drop the mind? And what do we do without the mind? Because we have been implanted that mind is a very, very important thing and it does a major functions in our reality is what we have been implanted with. So affirmations are connected to thoughts, thinking and rethinking. And again, if you go back to what Gary says, as the children of access, as beings of access, we don't stink. I mean, we don't think. All right. So, what are access tools here? The thumb rule is the thumb rule of access, if I can say so, is always being in question and never being the answer or never expecting an answer. Is it not very different from what we were taught right from our childhood, in our school, everywhere? Because we were always taught about the right answer, the moderate answer, the perfect answer, blah, 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 blah. Right? So thankfully, Access has made us unlearn all these answers or all, there's no answer at all. It is only being in the question. What happens when we are in the question? It actually helps us to be the question and to claim the potency that we truly are. No, without questioning, can we actually claim the potency that we truly are? No, we just keep parroting things and keep aligning and agreeing, right? So if I have to talk about the simplest, the basic tools of access, questions, how does it get any better than this? So this alone clears so much in very many situations. It has helped me snap out of that stuckness wherever I was stuck. It could be a financial situation, it could be a health issue, it could be issue connected with performance, target, it could be about manifesting things, about creating business, anything. You name it, just with this question, how does it get any better than this? So yeah, there is a situation, I have a problem. How does it get any better than this? So from wherever we are, it starts moving to a better space. And that is how we are able to get out of the situation which we think we are stuck, which we assume we are stuck. And okay, you might ask me, what if we are already in a good situation? See, there is no limit. From good, you can move to better. And if I can use the wrong English, more better to more better to more better. I know it's wrong English, but access, we are allowed to do whatever we like, right? So how does it get any better than this is one simple but very, 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 very effective tool. And the other very important question is, what else is possible? Yeah, there is this, there are these limitations, but what else is possible? The more you ask what else is possible, the else, that is a different possibility, starts showing up. And the possibilities show up in ways that we cannot even think of. We cannot even think of. So if I have to tell you about the class, Cass Thomas body class, where I met Vijay, at that time, we had opened something in terms of a business, and there was absolutely no money to come for the class. And when my good friend Veena Kadam asked me to come for the class, I told her I cannot, because I did not have the money. So she said, anyway, why do you conclude you don't have the money? I was just 1 year into Access at that time. Why do you have to conclude that you don't have the money? Just be in the clearing. What else is possible? How does it get any better than this? And at that time, she paid, the more I started asking, she paid 3/4 the money on my behalf. And that is how I could attend the class. I only pulled in quarter of that. And she said, I know it's a little hard for you to receive. You know, we all have this problem, difficulty in receiving, right? So she said, you can give it to me as and when you choose to give. Trust me. And she told me, you talk about being open to receiving, you first do that. Had I not received it that day, had I not received it that day, probably I should have waited for another year for the body class to happen and for me to go, and probably I would not have met Vijay at that point in time. Maybe I would not have been on this call. That apart, I have been able to hone my energies in handling cancer and reversed umpteen cases of cancer from fourth stage where they were in palliative state. So had I not taken that help that day, I would not have been here. So by asking those questions, I was able to go there. I was able to attend the class. And that is where I was able to create the miracles. And then in 6 months or so, I returned the money I had borrowed. So the class showed up in a different way, right? So that is what happens when you ask a question. And okay, we have a problem. Yes, I have a problem. Can I change this? If yes, how can I change this? We don't have to fix it or figure it out. The universe will figure it out for us. The energies will figure it out for us. But most often than not, what we think is we try to figure it out here. We try to fix things. No, it doesn't work that way. When we fix, there is a limitation. When the universe fixes it for us, it comes from a multitude of vastness which we cannot even comprehend. So again, going back to affirmations, at that time I was majorly working with affirmations. And I told you I was a professor of English, came from a purely official background family. Investing money was something not my cup of tea at that point in time. So I decided, okay, I have to quit my job and start a counseling center and a healing center. But I was scared to put in money. So my affirmation was, I'm starting the business and someone else is investing the money for me. I'm starting the business, someone else has invested the money for me. That was my affirmation. And believe it or not, within a week or 10 days, a person showed up and said he wanted counseling. I knew he was a big one with money, whatever. He said he wanted counseling. He was in some soup, but he wanted counseling. So I met him, and basically, there was no counseling that happened. He chronologically gave me the order of events that happened in his life: when he got married, when he got divorced, when he remarried, when he got divorced again, what happened to the children and the custody. All that he gave me in a chronological order. That's it. Even before I spoke, even before I spoke, to say some counseling or healing happened, he said, okay, shall we talk business now? The naive person I was at that time, I jumped and said, okay. I thought my manifestation is happening. My affirmations are open and they are working. And he said, okay, I will be the capital investor. You will be the service provider. You won't believe, he even went to the extent of printing 10,000 handouts and leaflets. And he even hired a place to be converted into a healing center, a counseling and healing center. And even it was uh, uh, registered in Just Dial as Mind Care Hub. Even today, if you ask for Mind Care Hub mm, in Bangalore, my number is what you get, because that was what was given at that time. Within 4 or 5 meetings, I realized that the person did not have any intention of giving quality service. All that he wanted to do was make money. He wanted a face which could create that. That's not my cup of tea. Yeah, money is a part of what we do, but money should not be the sole purpose of what we do. You have to deliver quality while you earn. So I realized that when he said, I would require somebody to assist me in taking notes and stuff, he would say, okay, you take this person. He was just an office boy. So he will do the first round of counseling. Who is he? He was a driver for him. You train him in some English, he will do. That's when I realized I can't do that. And I ended that business with him even before it took off. I'm telling you this because that is what affirmations created for me at that point in time. Maybe my affirmations were not the way it should have been. Had I known the access tool heavy and light, I would, do you think I would have met this person the second time? No, I wouldn't have met him had I known the tool heavy or light. So, what is this tool of access heavy or light? Would anyone like to talk about it? Would anyone like to answer this for me? What is the tool heavy or light?
So basically, if something feels, heavy and not in the right place for you, that means it is not a truth. Like your body always gives you the awareness whether something is a
Yes,
truth for you or whether it is a lie for you.
yes,
So if you feel heaviness in your body, or if you feel like, if you, that gut feeling that we talk about, that means
yes.
that it is not a truth for you. And
It's not for me. It's not for me.
yeah,
So I did
and if you
not
feel
know.
light and airy fairy about it, then it is like
Yeah,
it is your
yeah,
path.
you just have to jump.
Yeah.
Nothing else. You just have to jump in. So at that time, I did not know this tool, and so I waited. I think I wasted 3 to 4 months and around 20-30 thousand in the process of getting into that. Though I was not the capital investor, yeah, I did spend some money there, and good that before signing anything, I pulled out. That's the only saving grace. So that is the experience of heavy or light. So all that you got to do is push your barriers down. If your barriers are up, probably you cannot get the heavy and light. You got to push your barriers down and see any situation, any relationship, any business, or any venture you are getting into feels heavy or light for you. You will instantly know it. There's no teaching it, you will instantly know it. It's like knowing, being, and receiving. When you feel that it is heavy, you don't just venture into it, no matter what. No matter what, you don't venture into it because it's just not meant for you. So if it is light, like we both spoke, it's just jump. So and affirmations are based on the feature of positive affirmations, right? It is like positive affirmations. We always speak of, there's no negative affirmations. It's always like positive affirmations. And while in Access, uh, we have made it a rule to drop all polarities. There's no polarity. Positive is a polarity, while negative is the other one, right? And the Access clearing statement is the best example for this. Right and wrong, good and bad, for and for, all nine shorts, boys and girls. The right and wrong, good and bad itself dissipates all polarity there, right? So Access makes us dissipate the polarities. And affirmations again take us back to positive affirmations. Good things happening in life. So what is good for you may not be good for me. What is right for me may not be right for you. I'll give you an example. Think about children. When the gadgets around and parents are not around, they feel so good, and we feel so bad. Always glued to gadgets, right? So what is good for them, we don't perceive it as good. What we feel is good, they don't perceive it as good. At least from the normal person's prerogative. Maybe as Access people, we may still let that happen. Healthy food, but children like junk food. They feel good eating junk food, but we feel healthy food is important. So these are the polarities. So as we come into Access, we drop all these polarities. And um, again, let me give you one more example of manifestation. Let us say somebody wants to manifest a car. What would be the affirmation for manifesting a car?
What? Manifesting a car.
Manifesting a car.
Car.
Manifesting a car. I
Oh,
have
I
a
have.
brand new whatever model car. You keep repeating it 100 times, 1,000 times over days and weeks and maybe months. Maybe it might show up in a week also. Depends on how strongly hardwired you are to that. The car will show up, no doubt about it. The car will definitely show up. How it shows up is a different thing. The car will show up, but the energies around the car are not clear. The energies we are connected to the car is not clear. In the sense, we might have this longing for a car right in our cellular memory. Along with the longing, we might also have the cellular memory of a crash. of an unpleasant accident, right? A oath or an oath, oaths and vows, which we had in some lifetime, at some point in time, maybe even in this life, never to have a possession of an automobile. Without clearing that, if the car just shows up through affirmations, because the energy of the unpleasant accident is still in the cellular memory, we are going to recreate that. Yeah. And the next thing is debts. Because we have that vows and votes that we will not have anything big as a possession. Ascetic way of life, we have been implanted so much with all those thoughts. Asking for money or wanting money was a sin, right? Okay, let me give you an example where these thoughts come from to us. A rough framework. These are the fairy tales and stories we were fed with, while feeding us our grandmothers or mothers, whoever did that job, or bedtime stories. Rough framework. What would it be? There is a king. Okay, invariably, he has a second wife, a daughter and a stepdaughter for the mother. Snow White, Cinderella, take any story. Okay, so there are many Indian versions also. Roughly, what is the theme? The king falls sick or something, some calamity befalls, and the older girl, that is the young wife, does not want to endanger her own daughter. So she sends the stepdaughter to go and fetch some herb or something from some part of some jungle, something, that's generally something like that. And this girl goes, at the first place, she feels hungry. She is met by an old man who says, do you want fresh food or stale food? She opts to eat the stale food. For what glory, we don't know, but they were trying to give us a moral, a value. And then she meets an old lady who asks her, do you want soft bed or dry hay to sleep? She'll choose the dry hay. Again, for what glory, we don't know. And then everything, she chooses the lesser one throughout. And then there is a pond or something, and they say, you want to wear nice clothes or you want tatters. She'll choose the tatters. And then take a dip in the pond. She takes a dip and, she becomes so beautiful. She's adorned with riches, jewelry, whatever. And she comes home with the herb or whatever, and, everybody is going gaga over her. And now the stepmother wants her daughter to go. Right?
Yes.
The stepdaughter goes, but she's not used to letting go of things. She's known to getting the best of things. So she just chooses hot, fresh food. Now, is there anything wrong in that? Definitely not. And then they don't tell it is wrong. They don't tell us that directly. And then the next, she chooses the soft, nice bed, warm bed. Is there anything wrong? No. So she chooses it. They don't say anything. They just tell us a story. That's all. The rest and all we only infer. And then she goes, she chooses nice clothes for herself, whatever. When she takes the dip in that pond, she becomes a witch. All that she's wearing is gone. She gets skin infections, what all. Tell me, with this rough framework of story, how many stories we have had? What were they trying to tell us? If you choose something, if you ask for something good and nice, you will be punished. So always let go. Don't ask. Always choose the worst. That was an implant that was given to us. And how many of us believed it? I believed it almost until I came to Access.
Me too.
Yeah. And what are the words given to us? Hard-earned money. Hard-earned money. So if we make everything hard, the humanoids that we are, we judge ourselves and make everything hard. What comes easy will make it hard. You're resonating so beautifully. Thank you. So we make it hard. And how did we glorify things as children? Without the access tools, how was it given to us? How did we glorify it? Okay. My father works till late in the night. Or any father came home early, they look down upon him. Oh, he's a lazy fellow. He shirks work. Did we all feel glorified and glorify that my father works hard? He comes very late. He doesn't have time for us. Right? So probably he was not efficient. Now, when you look back, if a person is efficient, he would have finished it in the stipulated time. Or did the men of that period just stretch it along to prove that they were hard working. It was hard earned money. So it took one session of Access to burst this bubble that was so grand and glorious till that point in time. How many of you agree? How many of you have had similar things? Right? We heard these stories, we grew up with these stories. And how many of us believed that if we laugh too much, we are going to cry? We were told that, right? So Vijay says, yes, agree. So we were told that, yeah, many times. And it happened to us because we believed that. Now, if all of us have been in Access classes, that's where we are on this platform. And in Access class or Access swaps, tell me how much we laugh. We laugh endlessly, right? We have so much fun. But do we cry at the end of the day? No, we laugh more because we have fought and talked that thought or belief or whatever it was. We no longer connect to that phase. You feel like it's a very, very long time ago, right? So this clearing doesn't happen with affirmations. It gives you, but whether you can sustain it, whether you can enjoy it, we do not know, because there is no clearing that has happened. It is like if you are
I have a question here.
Yes, please.
I have a question here. So basically, I totally get what you are saying. Like I learned the law of attraction in 2010, and then till 2017, when I got into Access, I was like using affirmations a lot. And
Okay.
I wouldn't really demonize affirmations and the law of attraction, but exactly what you said happened with me also. I got into exactly the same business situation that you spoke about happened with me as well, which is actually why I went into a depression, and then I chose Access consciousness. So I'm very grateful that that happened actually. So my question here is, Deepa, I mean, I have heard Gary say it in a few forums that, affirmations don't work. Okay. Now, in my case, to be very honest, affirmations have always worked. Affirmations have always worked, and I know that somewhere, could not perceive the energies. So now, with the tools of Access consciousness, and not just for me, but even for my clients, sometimes they're so stuck. They come and they tell me that, what, Access tools are not working for me. So when you're telling them, okay, training them in the question, what will it take for more Access tools to work more magically and all, it is so easy, and there is this kind of a resistance. So sometimes I just tell them that, what, just repeat this affirmation that Access tools are working magically for me. Access tools are working magically for me. Okay. Now, also in Access, we say that your point of view creates your reality, right? So what exactly is your point of view? Your point of view is what you're thinking, what you're saying, right? So, like, what my question is that, like, since we are so aware and so conscious, and we, no matter how much we say that, give up your mind, thinking is thinking, we do go back to the mind, we do go back to thinking. So, like, what about if we make a right mix of, there is no right or wrong, obviously, but if we use
Exactly.
both.
Yes. I totally agree with you. There's no demeaning or nothing against affirmations. Affirmations do work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work. It does work. But when we work through Access, it is more expensive.
I totally get you. Now,
Yeah.
I'll tell you one more thing. So, like in Access, I'm not a CF yet. Okay, I'm just I have done a COP. So I can do any fora classes. Okay, but if somebody comes to me for a personal facilitation or something, like, for a long time, like they want to change something, because I'm not a CF, I cannot use the Access tools. So at that time, I give them affirmations and mindset tools and everything, and it really works for them. Like, I have never come across somebody who's come and told me that, whatever bullshit you gave me has not worked for me, or they have never come with. So I understand that somewhere my energy is also working. I'm energetically working with them.
It does. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So how do I get around that? Because somewhere, there is also a lot of guilt in my reality that, somebody is paying me, and am I teaching them the wrong thing by teaching them affirmations? Because
Can you let go of that, please? All
okay,
guilt, blame, shame, regret, all that will
I
you
know
now
it's a distractor implant.
destroy and uncreate it all, right and wrong, good and bad, fun, for online shots, boys and beyonds. You know it, that's all. There's no but. There's only one but on which you sit,
It's
right?
very, it's also
When you know it, that's all. There's no prolonging the sentence there, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So whatever this brings up for all of us, maybe destroy and uncreate all that, right and wrong, good and bad, fun, for online shots, boys and beyonds.
No, but
So
okay, one more thing is, Deepa, in my case also, I worked
thanks,
so
Vijay, for the compliment. Vijay said something. Yeah, go on.
okay. So basically, one more thing is that, when I was also personally, like, there was a time in between where I was using the access tools, and I mean, somewhere things were not shifting. And then, I started going into, back to my mindset tools and tips. And I realized that, I had so many stuck points of view. And somewhere I started using affirmations to change them, and things started shifting a lot quicker for me. Like when I started visualizing something, like, it just started happening a lot sooner. I'm like, oh my God, I just visualized this yesterday and it just showed up. Like, it's, I mean, so my, it could be an interesting point of view, but my
Yeah,
point is that when we mix both of them, okay, like, when you do a good mix of mindset and this thing, and anytime when, you come to a conclusion, that conclusion is nothing but an affirmation, right? Yeah. So either you can train your mind to ask a question, or at least, till your mind is trained enough to ask a question, you can probably use some affirmations to soften the conclusion and then ask a question. I know I'm making it a little complicated.
no, you're free to do so, please.
So basically that, and Vijay has written, the reason they don't work is the very strength of the affirmation is also an investment in something you have to overcome in order to have something, to have what you are asking for. The very investment in the obstacle can keep you from receiving exactly what you ask for. I have no idea what that meant. Even I read it on the Access Consciousness blog, and I was like, oh, what is this, man? Somebody explain it to me. So,
Okay, if I just have to make it simpler and tell you, like you said, if access works, fine. I'm not saying I'm sorry, affirmations work, fine. I'm not saying affirmations don't work. They do work, but there we give the blueprint to the universe,
correct.
right? In access, we use a clearing. There we say, I have manifested a car, and it shows up. No doubt, it shows up. In access, we say, what does it take for me to manifest a car? And sometimes it gives much more,
I
because the
totally,
horizon is, yeah. And what you say is right. Until you get to the question, you can use the affirmation. Again, a conclusion is a little lesser than an open question, and the time frame is quicker. Yeah, it doesn't work for some people because they are so rooted into affirmations. It, for example, when we travel, if you're on a world tour, you will know you'll understand what I'm saying. We love the travel, we love the places, but food, one day it's fine, 2 days it's fine, then we miss all the spices that we have at home, right?
hmm.
So we start missing it. So if you're so used to the spice and things, you start missing food in your travel. So also affirmations, if you're so used to that, that shift to a totally bland food, or access is not bland, that's not what I mean. That shift in taste takes a while, right?
I've
Now,
been doing this for 2.5 years.
so see, for example, I can give you one more example. Today we know that cooking rice and staining off the water is not a good thing to do, because a lot of nutrition is lost. Okay, earlier vegetables used to be cooked that way. Cook it with lot of water before the pressure cookers came into practice. Cook vegetables with lot of water and stain all the water. We do that only for potatoes. If you're cooking beans or okra or cabbage or something, we use lesser water and we let it evaporate,
Okay.
right? So at that time, people thought, no, at that time, people thought that's the only way it comes without sticking. It's more tasty and all that. But today the concept has changed, because we know that nutrition is lost. So when the shift happens, it takes time for people to shift. There was a lot of resistance for people to take it up. Did you know that 3 generations before, tomato was not accepted as a ingredient for cooking because it's a fruit?
Yeah, I have
Today,
heard.
tell me which dish doesn't go with tomato, with dish goes without tomato. It's one of the major ingredients for any gravy or any curry you make, right? So initially there was so much of resistance. So for anything new, there is resistance, especially consciousness. There is another old set of consciousness which is resisting, which is
Correct.
resisting. That's where it can't take off. But can you be the catalyst to change? Turn on your full potency, your potential, and be that catalyst for change. Can you? Yeah. Whatever is not allowing you to say a complete yes, will you now destroy and uncreate all that? Right and
Yes.
wrong, good and bad, POD, POC, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So
Yes.
probably when we say that affirmations,
Want to
uh,
demonize affirmations because we are also saying consciousness includes everything without judgment.
yes, yes, no, there's no judgment. Again, I'm saying it's only a time frame. It takes a little more time. I'm not saying it is lesser, but here the capacity of manifesting is wider. Okay, let me give you this example. It's like literature and a movie, right? When you're affirming, it comes defined. It's a framework, very wide framework, but still into a framework. While access works out of form, out of structure, out of definition, right? So when I have to give this example of a movie and literature, see, when you read literature, it's very vast. Okay, which is your favorite mythological character?
Not
Anything.
a big fan.
Mahabharat, Ramayana, anything. Which is your favorite character?
Favorite character, Mahabharat, Ramayana.
Anything. Villain or hero or heroine, whoever.
I don't know, for some reason, Ravan.
Ravan. I like him too. I'll tell you why. So Ravan, he is described in literature as very handsome, very majestic, and blah blah wow wow wow, that wow feeling. And then his kingdom is also described in grandeur, right? Ashokavana, it was so beautiful, it was so that, so this, all that. So in your imagination, it is still open-ended. The beauty has not been defined. But when you see it in a movie or a drama, the Ravan has painted heads not balanced because one side it is 4, one side it is 5. Right? The grandeur takes a second seat because there is something defined there. The Ashokavana, the beauty of the kingdom that is described, is also lesser because it is a studio setup, right? So that is the only difference. It's not that it doesn't work. We do enjoy the movie also. We do enjoy the drama also. But if you read, there is a vastness beyond the movie and the thing because it is left open-ended. We do enjoy movie. Affirmations do work. But when you read literature, it is open-ended. Are you able to be there? So whatever is not allowing you perceive that, I'm not saying agree. Agree is again a forcible thing. Access doesn't believe in that. So
I got
whatever is not, got it? Yeah. So probably the thing that this doesn't work, that doesn't work, this is more, that is less is again an interesting point of view. How much more can we create if we work from no point of view? Just 2 days, if we do interesting point of view, you have this point of view, we drop all judgments and everything becomes lighter. Nothing matters, nothing bothers. People who try to irritate us, people who try to get our barriers up, they go into a frenzy, tearing their hair apart because we don't respond at all. And all that we respond is interesting point of view. You have this point of view. They just don't know how to react to that. Yeah. So that is the potency difference that comes. So affirmation is like an exclamation, like a benchmark. Okay. While access, I'm not saying exclamation is bad. Okay. Abstraction is more than exclamation, right? So there's nothing to define, nothing to compare, there's no benchmark there. It's just that wide thing. So any questions, please?
That
Any
was a good
questions?
explanation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So any questions?
Deepa, Shreyas here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I do have one question. Like,
Please.
yeah, when some facilitators are running live sessions,
Okay.
for example, take somebody sending us energy for the people who are in the call,
Okay.
and somebody has missed to join that call,
Okay.
and the people who has missed that call and they're watching the recording after some time.
Yeah, you still get the energy if that is your question.
Yeah, correct.
Okay,
So
you
that was
get
my
the
question.
energy, but then questions maybe you'll have to ping them separately and ask them because they're not online on the call anymore. But what I have seen is any facilitator, BF or CF, you approach them with a doubt or question, whether they know you personally or not, they are very willing to help and clarify things. They're very
Okay.
open. I'll be failing if I don't say this. You take Vijay. Every
Okay.
morning he posts something. He puts messages that resonate so much with all of us. And you ask a question, he definitely answers that. He definitely clarifies doubts, and he sees to that the doubt or whatever clarification we need is bridged, and we have our answers. Though we are in the
Oh,
question, answers are also provided, is what I would like to say. So
okay.
anyone
Okay.
else who
Thanks.
have any questions? Okay, how much time do we have, Vijay? 40 minutes gone, 41 minutes,
For 3 minutes.
for 3 minutes. Okay.
Yes.
So what I can tell you, I cannot say I'm concluding. What I can say, I will leave you in a question is, again, no offense meant to affirmations because I've worked a lot on affirmations, but after I started working on the module of questions and clearings, it shows up more. The potency is more because in an affirmation, it helps us manifest, it helps us create, but the rut is still under the rug. If you understand what I mean, the rut is still under the rug. Anytime the rug can be pulled underneath your feet and the rut again comes out. Okay, so recalling, I can give you one more example before we go into the question of was the session making sense or not, then concluding the session. So I was doing affirmations for getting back the money I had given as loans, or for people who could not pay for the class at one go. They had taken EMIs and stuff like that. So I was doing affirmations before coming into Access. They would give the money. I'm not saying they didn't give the money. They would give the money. But let us say I'm thinking of X. X has to give me 30,000. X gives me 30,000. But with affirmation, I'm sorry, with Access tools, when I make the energy ball, do an expansion, get all of my energy into a ball, and allow trickles of it to go to everyone. I might have forgotten myself. Everyone who owes me money, and allow trickles of it come back and pull and flow energy to them. People whom I have forgotten also give me back the money. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So anything else? Anybody wants to ask anything else?
Yeah, hi Deepa, this is Preeti here.
Yeah, hi.
Uh, for me, affirmations have never worked, as in,
Okay.
I never worked in the sense that I could not resonate with it because I felt that
Okay.
it's like, you are training your mind to say that
Yes.
and you don't believe it
Mm,
underneath,
mm, mm, mm.
like, but with Access, I find it expansion. I find it like,
Yeah, it's expensive. It's very expensive.
yeah, it's so I've in fact tried and got into that the space that why is affirmation not working for me, and after a point I just left it. Nothing wrong
No,
and right
no,
in that, but it just
nothing.
didn't
It just
yeah,
didn't resonate because you have already tasted something more potent,
yeah,
right?
which I've tasted recently, but before
Yes.
that like for affirmations I was just pushing myself that I have to tell this.
Maybe if that had worked, you would not have ventured into something greater.
Yeah, true,
Yeah,
true.
we all come because we are seeking something. If we were very comfortable and didn't seek for anything greater, we wouldn't be here on this call today, right?
Yeah, sure, sure,
So
sure.
yeah. So thank you
Thank
all so much for joining me. And I would request you to
Thank
do
you.
the expansion and bringing all your energy into a ball and allow trickles to go to whoever has to pay you money, recalling the money, and allow trickles to come back to you, go back and forth, and see how much money is going to come back. Even money you have forgotten after lending it, after many years also, it's going to come back. So thank you so much, all of you. And thank you so much, Vijay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Yeah.